When did you start wearing wake pants? Nobody
So
around here wears those.
okay, so there's a story. There's a story behind this, and so I've been like hated on with them. I've been like stoked on with them. People have been like, "That's awesome." People have been like, "What are you doing, you kook?" Like, there's so many, like the split on it is hilarious. My whole thing on it is, dude, it's just a little longer than your shorts. Like, are you really gonna make fun of me? Like, okay, like sweet, dude. But okay, so how this all started is pretty interesting. So when I started winching and stuff, I was kind of already wearing more street clothes. When you wear street clothes and you're winching and a cop rolls by and you don't have your wakeboard by chance in your hands, they'll literally just keep going. You won't get caught. Like, I've literally been on a spot where all the guys were down at the spot. The winch rope broke, and so I had to go get like a pulley or a carabiner or something. And so I was running up the bridge, just soaking wet. It was raining, but I was like soaking wet in my wakeboard boots, fully kitted, life jacket, like everything was like on, except for my helmet. But I had like a shirt on, like pants on, the whole thing. And literally like 4 cops all walked right past me. Like I waved, I was like, I kept walking. And they like freak out on everybody down at the spot and like are like gonna give them all tickets, like the whole thing. And I'm like, literally was like, no way. I literally just I could leave right now and not even like nobody would know. But like I went back and like, you know, whatever. But I literally walked back and they're like, who are you? And I was like, I'm with them. But like that's how much, like, if you wear street clothes while you're winching, it's just like, you don't want to wear a wetsuit and a life jacket in the middle of the street. One, that looks way kookier than actually just wearing street clothes. So anybody that wants to like differ that, like, that, they can go deal that for themselves. But the way that it transferred over to boat was 2 reasons. One was Josh and I shot a cover together. In fact, I think I had, hang on one second.
Sweet, let's see it.
Okay, so, all right, I got it right here. Okay, so Josh and I shot this cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
So both of us rode for body glove wetsuits at the time. And we were fully kitted, wetsuited, everything, logos, the whole thing. We were body gloved out. That night, we went back to the house. Rodrigo shot that. We went back to his house. We were looking at the images and we were like, these are really, really sick. I think we could do it a little better. So we were going to go out the next day. Also that night, I went home and Body Glove had dropped Josh and I that day. So we just shot a cover with all of Body Glove's stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh and I just lost our sponsors that day. So what we did was, we didn't have any other wetsuits, right? We had nothing. It was like we had been on their team for a few years. So we were fully like life jackets, body glove, wetsuit, the whole kit, you know? And we're like, F this. So like we straight up put pants on, put shirts on, and we went out and shot our doubles cover the next day after we had already shot one, the next day with full clothes on, saying like, you don't want to support us, we're not supporting you. And like, there's no more like logos anywhere.
Yeah.
So we left on good terms. I don't want to like bag them that hard, but like they definitely stopped like they definitely put an end to it. And so we were putting an end to it at the same time. And that's where the pants started on the boat. Now, that whole year, it was just kind of like, I was like kind of into it. But what I realized is wakeboarding to me is a painting in a sense. It's a work of art. Okay.
Yeah.
So if my piece, in my eyes, wakeboarding looks like a full unison of cable, boat, and winch, why do I need to change the way that I look going from one aspect to another? Like, I feel like I'm an athlete of wakeboarding and I want to bring what I do to all realm of wakeboarding. And so what I found is when I'm videoing, because I'm sitting in front of the computer all day, watching like everything back, I noticed that when I go from pants and whatever in the streets filming winch, it looks really cool when I can bring that same look on the boat, so it's all
Mm.
uniform. So like I'm not saying I have to wear pants, like I can wear shorts and a shirt or
Yeah.
whatever it is. But what I'm saying is like to have like a unison of like what your section looks like. I like that. I like wearing the same stuff winching as I am on the cable, as I am on the boat. And I think when your end all section comes together, it allows you to put a winch clip right next to a boat clip, right next to a cable trick, and it's
Mhm.
not weird looking. Where like
Yeah, yeah.
if you're like in bright neon life jacket with bright neon pants in boat, and then you're like, oh well, I need my cable kit, which is like something a little bit different, and then you have your your winch kit that's like super urban, and then you try to put those clips together, it just looks weird. It just looks strange. So like, I don't know, for me, I was like, it stemmed from a sponsor dropping us, and it's turned into, wow, this is kind of cool. This is my vibe. I like wakeboarding as a whole, and I'm going to make my sections and my videos look like they're in unison rather than they're like individually picked out.
For
So
sure.
that's kind
Style
of, I don't
king.
know. I guess. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
look at it different, I guess. I'm just like, I'm trying to like take wakeboarding as a whole and like unify it instead of it be like it's pretty divided. Like the cable riders, there's cable riders and there's boat riders. There's not many between. There's like a handful of like what, 10, maybe
Yeah.
15 guys that are pushing the limits on both sides. So
Mhm.
like, I don't know, like if this is one way that I can help unify the whole sport and be like, man, I like the way he does cable. It might not be the most tech, but it's got like a flair to it. And then the same thing with boat. It might not be the most tech, but it's got a flair and you can do it all. Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. And if I can bring that aspect to wakeboarding, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
for real.